Alright, guys, so let's admit there are a few things that can hurt more than feeling close. And then suddenly, distance. One minute there's connection, the next there's silence. So the push pull dynamic can feel confusing, painful, and to be downright honest, it's cruel. But today we're talking about why this dynamic isn't a punishment. And I know you're sitting there going, wait a minute, Barbara. I think you're cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs this morning. But it's a gift. And I'm going to show you how to use it for growth instead of suffering. So let's talk about what the push pull really is. So the push pull isn't about games or manipulation. It's the nervous system reacting to intimacy and fear at the same time. So when connection feels safe and threatening, the system oscillates between pull towards love and push away from vulnerability. And this is regulation, it's not rejection. So let's talk about how it shows up in soul connections. So in deep connections, intimacy arrives fast. That in that intensity, it activates attachment wounds, challenges your emotional safety, exposes unintegrated fears. So the push pull shows you where safety is missing, internally or externally. So let's look at why I say this dynamic is a gift. So this part of it, even though in the moment you feel like you're drowning, it's really revealing, where you abandon yourself, where you chase validation, and where you fear closeness, and at times where you fear loss. So without push pull, these patterns stay hidden, and awareness is the gift. So what the push pull teaches you is that emotional self regulation means that you learn to ground yourself instead of react. Boundaries over chasing really is teaching you that you stop pursuing connection at the cost of self respect. And self trust is teaching you that you learn to soothe yourself instead of seeking reassurance externally. Discernment is going to teach you that you learn the difference between chemistry and compatibility. So push pull becomes harmful when communication doesn't improve, safety isn't restored, and growth isn't mutual. So a gift becomes a burden when you refuse to integrate the lesson. So let's talk about how to use this push pull consciously. So let's first off, stop personalizing the distance. Observe the patterns without the story. Regulate before responding. So you need to ask things, what is this teaching me about myself? And sometimes it helps if you're using the mirror of your twin very carefully. I used to say, hey, if he popped up in thought or whatever, or I would start replaying a conversation, I would ask myself, what did I miss? What is he trying to show me? Because even though he is the external version of my internal masculine, my masculine nonetheless is trying to show me something. You see what I'm saying? And it's usually about going inward. So you need to choose grounded action in this moment, and growth turns chaos into clarity. So let's look at what integration kind of looks like. So when the gift lands, okay, you feel less reactive. You stop chasing, you communicate clearly, and you choose peace over intensity. So often the dynamic dissolves, either within the relationship or within yourself. And I want to share with you guys a powerful truth here. The push pull isn't meant to keep you stuck. It's meant to wake you up, to trust, to self trust, to sovereignty, to conscious love. And if you're experiencing push pull, it doesn't mean you're failing. It means you're being invited to grow. And once you accept the gift, you're no longer pulled, you're centered. So if this resonated, I want you to comment down below. What did the push pull teach you about yourself? And if you're choosing clarity over chaos, subscribe to the channel, guys. Don't miss any more videos, because this channel is about conscious connection, not emotional survival. and I'll see you guys in the next video.